If you've ever felt nervous about how your health or disability might affect your job performance, you are not alone. Today, we're breaking down what happens when ADA accommodations and performance management overlap, what your rights are, what your employer should be doing, and how you can advocate for yourself professionally and calmly. By the end, you'll know how to approach HR, what to document, and how to keep your performance record strong while getting the support that you need. Quick refresher what the ADA actually covers. The ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, protects employees with a physical or mental health condition that substantially limits major life activities, such as walking, concentrating, or sleeping. But the key phrase is reasonable accommodations. That means adjustments that allow you to perform the essential functions of your job, not to remove responsibilities entirely, but to make them doable. Examples include flexible scheduling for medical appointments, remote or hybrid work options, extra breaks for fatigue, noise canceling equipment for focus issues, or modifications to how tasks are performed. In the process, it's supposed to be interactive, meaning you and your employer discuss what's needed and what's feasible together. Where performance management fits in. Now, what if your manager says your performance is slipping or you're not meeting expectations? Here's the truth: the ADA doesn't protect you from discipline if you're not performing in the essential parts of your job. But, and this is a big but, your employer must consider whether your performance issues are related to a disability that hasn't been accommodated yet. So, for example, if you're consistently late because your medication causes morning drowsiness and you haven't requested a flexible start time, your employer can't automatically treat that the same as someone without a medical condition. That's why timing matters. If you think your health or disability is affecting your performance, speak up early. It's always better to request accommodations before things escalate to a performance improvement plan or a formal write up. How to talk to HR about accommodations. When it's time to talk to HR, keep it simple and focused on function. You don't have to share your full medical history. Say something like, I've been having trouble managing my workload because of a medical condition. I'd like to start the accommodation process to find some adjustments that would help me perform more effectively. You can provide documentation from your healthcare provider if requested, but HR doesn't need a diagnosis. They just need to understand the limitations and what adjustments might help. Then agree on timelines: when paperwork will be submitted, when follow ups will happen, and when changes might take effect. Confirm everything over email and in writing to create a clear professional record. When you're already on a PIP or warning. Okay, so what if you've already been on a performance improvement plan or you've received a written warning? You can still request accommodations. The ADA requires employers to consider new information at any stage. Here's how to handle it: stay calm and professional, don't argue the warning. Acknowledge that you want to improve performance, and then share that you've realized a health condition may be contributing and you'd like to engage in the accommodation process. It might sound like, I understand the concerns about my performance and I'm committed to improving. I've also been managing a health condition that may be impacting my work, and I'd like to start a discussion about accommodations that can help. That signals responsibility and protects your rights. Documentation and follow up game. Documentation is everything. Keep a folder, digital or printed, with copies of your accommodation requests, emails, communications confirming meetings or next steps. This includes Slack, any updated job expectations or timelines. Why? Because if things ever get complicated, say your performance review doesn't reflect the accommodations you've agreed on, you'll have a clear record of your communication. And HR appreciates this too. It helps everyone stay on the same page. Red flags and when to get help. Sometimes, unfortunately, your employer may not handle things properly. Red flags include HR or your manager ignoring your request for weeks, being told you can't apply for accommodations because you're on a PIP, or being penalized after disclosing a disability. If that happens, it's okay to seek advice from an employment attorney or your state's Department of Fair Employment and Housing, DFEH. Even just a consultation can help clarify your next step. So, to sum it all up, know your rights under the ADA, request accommodations early, keep things professional and in writing, collaborate, don't confront, and don't wait until things feel urgent. Advocacy works best when you're proactive. Drop a comment if you want a follow up video on what reasonable versus unreasonable accommodations look like or how to handle HR pushback. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with anyone else navigating accommodations at work because you deserve support, not stress. See you next time here at Accommodation Atlas.